Hello students, welcome back. Hope you all are safe and doing good at your place. Now let's begin with the unit 4. The name of the chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind from Beehive. The story recounts the life of an outstanding scientific personality, Albert Einstein, from his birth till his death. Albert Einstein was born on 14th of March in 1879 in the German city of Ulm. For about 2.5 years he could not speak, and when he did learn to speak he uttered every word twice. His playmate called him Brother Boring, and his mother regarded him a freak because of the abnormally large size of his age. He was born on 14th of March in the German city of Ulm, and for about 2.5 years, near about 2.5 years, he was unable to speak. And when he started learning, he used to speak. He uttered means to spoke. He spoke each and every word twice, 2 times. His playmates called him Brother Boring, and his mother regarded him a freak because of the abnormally large size of his head. The mother used to call him freak. At school, his headmaster regarded him as stupid and good for nothing, but he proved them all wrong. Even the headmaster used to count him as a stupid fellow and good for nothing. He can't do anything, but Albert Einstein proved everybody wrong. At the age of 6, on behest of his mother, he learned to play the violin. He became a gifted violinist. At the age of 15, his family shifted to Munich. He did not feel at ease with the strict regimentation of the school and left it for good. Later on, for higher education, he joined the University of Zurich because the atmosphere there was more liberal and amenable to new ideas and concepts. He showed more interest in physics and maths. At the age of 6, on behest of his mother, a period behest means a person's order or command, where a person is giving the order or command. So here, on her mother's order or the command, he learned to play the violin, as the mother ordered him to play the violin, and he learned the violin and he became a gifted violinist. At the age of 15, his family shifted to Munich. He did not feel at ease with the strict regimentation of the school. The regimentation means strict discipline of the school, and left it for the good, as he was not comfortable with that strict discipline. Regimentation means the strict rules and regulations which are very strict, which are enforced like a military, and he was not comfortable with that. So he did not feel at ease or comfortable. Ease means here comfortable or easy. So he left that school. Later on, for higher education, he joined the University of Zurich because in the atmosphere there was more liberal and amenable. Here now, amenable means which is more open, broad, as compared to the previous school where it was quite regimented, disciplined or strictly ruled and regulation. But here, the University of Zurich, it was quite more liberal, more lenient and amenable to the new ideas and concepts. He showed more interest in physics and maths. Liberal means here lenient, more easy, and amenable means open, broad-minded. So he showed more interest in physics and he became a gifted violinist, and he was having more interest in physics and mathematics as compared to the other subject. After completing his education, Albert worked as a technical expert in the patent office at Bern. A patent office means where a government or the license which have been given a right for a set of period. Here he worked secretly of his idea on relativity. Though he worked in the as a technical expert in the office of Born, but still he secretly worked on his idea of relativity. In 1915, he published his paper on special theory of relativity, followed by the world famous equation. As his equation is well known, E equals to mc square. So he worked on his idea of relativity secretly without knowing to his officers, and it was published in 1915. Then he met a fellow student, Mileva Maria, at the university, equally intelligent and clever. Later on, they got married and had 2 sons, but unfortunately, their marriage didn't work and they divorced in 1919. In 1915, he published his paper on general theory of relativity, which gave an absolute new definition to concept of gravity, and this theory made him a famous figure. His theory of relativity was published in 1915 and he got divorced in 1919, and this theory of relativity only made him a famous figure, a public famous figure. In 1990, during the solar eclipse, his theory came out to be accurate and revolutionized physics. In 1933, he immigrated to USA as Nazis had come to power in Germany. So, immigrated means shifted from one place to another. In 1933, he immigrated to USA as the Nazis, the Germans, had come to power in the Germany. The Nazis have arrived in the Germany, so that is the reason he had shifted to USA in 1933. He did not want his findings and research to be used for destruction. In 1938, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission, he was the first person to write the American president about the dangers of the atomic bombs. He have researched lot many things, but he don't want that research to be used for the destruction purpose. He wanted to be utilized from some better aspect. As soon as he came to know, so in 1938, when Germany discovered the principle of nuclear fission, at that time, he was the only one, he was the first person to inform the American president about the dangers of the atomic bombs. Whatever the research have been done, he don't want it to be used for the destruction purpose. That is the reason he have informed American president by writing a letter that this can be used for the destruction. As he informed, then he kept on working, and he died at the age of 76 in the year 1955. Now here are some questions which you can prepare it based on this chapter, that which remarkable incident happened in the life of Einstein in 1921? How did Einstein react to the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? What did Einstein call his desk drawer at the patent office, and why? What is Einstein's special theory of relativity? Why did Einstein play with himself in his childhood? Why does the world remember Einstein as a world citizen? Any questions, you can ask it. Bye bye, stay tuned. We'll meet for the next chapter.